So before I get started, just a quick little disclaimer. I'm no expert. I'm no pit boss. I'm not affiliated with them. Be sure to check your owner's manual. Check with Pit Boss. If it's under warranty, for sure, don't tear into this thing. I've looked for stuff myself and couldn't find anyone that had done this. And I just kind of show you what I did to get this back up and running with a part from Amazon. So the issue's been the Pit Boss I haven't used in a couple of weeks because it got to like over 500 degrees. And everything was burning. It was just going crazy. But the Pit Boss said it was only at 170 degrees. I used other thermometers and determined it was not heating up, or it was heating up, but it was not reporting the correct temperature. So it kept feeding pellets, trying to get it to get hotter and hotter and hotter, thinking it was a lot cooler. So I got this, and we're going to go ahead and see if that will fix it. First things first, of course, make sure it is unplugged. And I've removed 2 screws there. I'm going to remove a couple down here and a couple on the back. Once that's done, this is loose, and we'll see if it'll pull out. And if you have pellets, you're going to lose some. There ain't many in there, but you will lose the bucket of pellets. And after doing that, I discovered you don't need to take this off at all. Oops, lost a magnet. Sorry, Rob. I'll fix you. But you could actually, this bottom piece comes off right here, and I can actually get to it from here. Needed the flashlight to find which one I needed, and also it was zip tied, so it was a bit challenging, but I did find it. And it's this one right here. So I'm just going to undo it and unscrew the sensor from the inside the unit, and then we will put it back together. There was just one screw on each side, and now let's see if we can get this out of here. Make sure it's not tangled up on wires underneath. And after saying I didn't need to remove this piece, I went ahead and did it again because I can't get this wire out. So I went ahead and released it some to see if we can get this, see what it's hung up on in here. This has turned pretty intense now. Okay, there it is. It's actually, I see, yep, it's hung right here on this power cord. And there we go. So it's got hung up around the power cord underneath there, so it would have never pulled out. Now we're going to put the new one in. Look back together and see how it does. See if it works right. Look at their shiny new piece on the grill. So I got my Weber on the upper right, external, close to where the Pit Boss is. And I did this before, I didn't show it, but I did this before. And this would have been, say, at 388, and this would have been at like 200. Now you can see we're real close together, close enough that I'm not worried about it now. That sensor went out, and yeah, no reason to buy a new grill or Pit Boss or whatever, and there you go. So pretty easy to do. You just got to be careful. There is a lot of wires in there, so you might want someone else to help you when you start to take it apart and that thing starts to go down. You don't want wires to unplug from areas where you don't know where they belong, to the computer, to various areas of it. Once again, check with Pit Boss, follow your owner's manual, do your due diligence. This is just to show you how I did it. I'm no expert by no means, just a sensor replacement. Just have to take out some screws and be careful. And now it's back to running. So start firing up that Pit Boss again. I'm excited it fixed it. The part was $10.99 on Amazon. It's just a brand that said would work with this model and many others, and it did the trick. I'll see you guys in the next one.